Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are in the world. My name is Meg. I am a fully qualified yoga teacher, a beautician and a masseuse who works in an osteo clinic as well. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube, my channel where I talk about yoga, tips and tricks, health and wellness, and just general beauty as well. Basically what I do in my job every single day. Today I wanted to talk about some different tips and tricks and what to do if you pull a muscle. So I think that one thing you have to realize when you come into your yoga journey or fitness journey of any sort is that the chances of you pulling a muscle is very high. It is going to pretty much happen to everybody, especially if you live in a country with colder weather, and it's so easy to not warm up properly or just to overstretch and get carried away. Especially I find in yoga it's so easy for me to just be like, oh, it's fine, you know, I can do that, and then go too far and I'm like, oh gosh, I should maybe have not done splits work before warming up my hamstrings and my hips properly. So I have actually managed to pull my hamstring at the moment. It is healing really well, but I thought this would be a great time for you so you guys can see what I do when I have something pulled, and also how I kind of go about healing it and what tips I would recommend if you yourself have any pulled muscles. Before I go into anything too much, please remember I am not a qualified doctor or a GP. If you are in extreme pain, please do not follow this video. Go to A&E, go and find your doctor, go and get medical help. This is tips and tricks for someone who has maybe just, you know, it hurts to move forward or to do little movements, as in like a twinge, rather than debilitating pain. And please do not take what I'm giving you as medical advice either. The most important thing I think once you've pulled a muscle is kind of to work out the severity of how much you've pulled it. And what I mean by that is just working out like whether it's worth going and seeing a doctor or whether it's something that you can maybe look at from home. If you can't walk, for example, or you physically can't move your body, go and see a doctor. If you kind of feel this twinge when you do a certain movement, then that's something that you can potentially do from home if you have only got a very minor pulled muscle rather than a tear. So let's say you're in the gym or you're training, you're doing your yoga session, you do something and you think, I've pulled a muscle. First thing you need to do is stop, just rest your body. That's always hard for me being a yoga teacher, but that is the most important thing. And if you can stop and you can rest, please stop, please rest, just completely relax. If you finish your workout and you think I've really pulled it, pop some ice on it. If you're someone who's a little bit more cold-blooded like me, I won't put ice on it unless it's like the height of summer and I'm absolutely boiling hot. I normally just like don't put anything on it because I'm naturally so cold all of the time anyway, and England this time of year is so cold all of the time. When I leave the gym and I then walk home, that's cold. That's, you know, gonna cool that muscle down a little bit anyway. If you're in a hot country or you've run a little bit more hot-blooded, grab yourself some ice and pop it on the area and just let that help to soothe and get rid of any inflammation in the muscle. And then the next day look at putting heat onto it. Hot water bottles are perfect. Maybe gently like massaging the area, really gently, because when you are placing your hand or doing anything over the skin, you're moving the lymph anyway, which carries toxins, and you're also going to encourage blood to come to that area, which is what we want to do. We want to get loads of red blood cells into that area to help that muscle start to regenerate and heal. Once you're starting to become more into that rehabilitation phase, some things I think are really important and a really good idea to do is to then look at start having treatment on the area, whether it's self-treatment or whether it's going to somebody to see them and them doing it. Obviously I'm gonna personally recommend going to a professional because there's a reason that we have our qualifications and it's a reason that we do what we do. But I understand that funds for everybody and accessibility, it's not there for everybody. So I'll go over a few things you can do treatment wise that is really helpful and beneficial, and then I will go over a couple of things that you can do from home to help as well. So massage is probably one of the most beneficial treatments you can have done, and if you have a good masseuse, they'll be able to work in on that muscle, stretch it out, they'll help to detox it, they'll help to get blood flow into the area, and it is the best thing that you can do for a pulled muscle. When I say see a masseuse as well, make sure you see one that is going to do a really good job. So they maybe might have a sports massage background, working in more of a clinic. Another really good technique is having Graston, which is almost like a form of gua sha, which I have actually done a video on gua sha, but Graston is like a metal version of the gua sha tools, and you'll run over the skin, very similar to how you'll work in gua sha, except it's not quite as gentle. I have Graston done whenever I've pulled a muscle, and actually later on today when you come with me to my appointment, I'm gonna have Graston done on my leg then, and it is, yeah, pretty painful, but it's good. It's really good. And actually I think the Graston has done on my hamstring that's the best thing, and it's seems to have healed my hamstring really quick. I only pulled my hamstring a couple of weeks ago, and already I can feel a massive difference, and that's with me teaching yoga, and the flow I'm doing this month is a hamstring flow as well. A few other things to have a look at as well. If it's really painful, like really debilitating and stopping you from being able to do the activity that you want to do, seeing an osteo, chiro or physiotherapist. When you go to see them, they'll look at maybe some weaknesses in the body in other places, especially osteos and physios tend to do this. And where you've got weaknesses in the body that might have caused you to do that accident in the first place, or cupping, acupuncture as well, or dry needling. So what I'm going to be having today is having ultrasound done on my leg and the Graston, and I'm also having laser therapy done as well. So laser therapy basically works deep into the muscle. It encourages loads and loads of healing. It kind of does a deep cell renewal. Some things that you can do if you can't get to a therapist is to go to a sauna. I swear by saunas. I live by saunas. I think they are the best invention ever. They're so good, and they're going to be brilliant for helping to warm up that area. So some things you can do if you aren't able to access a therapist. So like I said, hot water bottles, really gentle stretching. Now I mean really gentle stretching, like really gentle. If you have a bath, having baths is going to be really good, and if you can get hold of magnesium salts, also brilliant. Hot showers will be okay, but not as good as a bath, but they'll kind of do the same sort of thing. Anything that you can do to kind of stimulate blood flow into the area and keep it warm. So self massage, using like a roller, just relaxing the area, resting, repairing. Don't push yourself. I know it can be so disheartening when you've pulled a muscle or hurt yourself when you're doing a sport you love, but you're just gonna have to try and stop, because it's so important to just let yourself rest and repair. So yeah, I'm now gonna go and do the rest of my day. You can come with me to my appointment. I don't think I'm gonna record all that much of it because I kind of wanna relax as well. I'm gonna relax during the appointment. But yeah, I guess I will check in with you in a little while. So we are currently on our way to the clinic where I'm gonna have ultrasound and laser done on my hamstring. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel tons better after that appointment. We'll be doing the same again probably next week and the week after, basically as much as I physically can. and just doing all the things that I said in this video to try and heal that muscle. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions as well. And yes, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye.